As a matter of fact, I can think that my career started from my first influencer since my life. And in fact, it was my grandmother. She told me when I was a little girl, you have to be a very hard worker, yes, and you have to be punctual as well, accurate as well in everything that you do. She also continued her speech and her talk to me by saying that you have to be hard worker as the Chinese people are, and punctual and accurate as the German people are. And well, I thought, yeah, fine. I'll try to remember that, of course. And she said that this was something that my father taught me. So I believe it's a 100 years of story. Today, I also teach the same to my two daughters. But later on in my career, I started my studies. Of course, I had my struggles. I had situations. I had issues. I had people who surrounded me. A lot of them gave me support. But of course, a lot of them also struggled with me. As a woman in cybersecurity, it was not easy at all. 20 years ago, there were no such words as protecting systems, cybersecurity, or whatever we hear nowadays. At that time, we used to hear only words about systems, about offering services, about providing whatever is worth it to the society through our own hands, through our own source codes. Okay? Later on in my career, I thought, well, it is necessary that we provide whatever is necessary not only to our own lives, but as well to our data, to our systems. And that is well, I thought, we have to provide as well our own trust, our own services to not only ourselves, but to what we cannot replace. My supervisors taught me, well, biometrics are something like that. So that is why I thought I have to surround maybe the real data with what can be considered as the fake one, probably just as we do in real life. Later on, such schemes and such algorithms really projected whatever my inner self was, even in my career. Well, from time to time, we had to make decisions. We still have to make decisions. From time to time, we have to say, well, can I open that door? Can I bend to such decisions? Can I offer as well myself as a professional in the world that we are living on? Of course, it is not easy, but I chose to stay true to myself. Well, offering this talk to me offering this talk to you today was something that I really expected with huge emotions and as well with a great gratitude, not only to the organizers of this event, but also to the opportunity to speak about that 100-year-old story. I had two supervisors and two main people in my career who strongly created the foundation of what I am today. And can you guess where those two people were from? Well, one of them, yes, one of them was a German, and the other one was a Chinese. So I had the most incredible and rewarding experience in my 5 years in Norway, where I also got my second PhD in information security. And yes, we had to provide our services, we had to build true systems, but we never gave up from what we really are, from what creates our values, from what in fact makes us unique and people that should provide whatever is good to the society today. I always call myself as a servant to such society, to the world that we are living on, to the digital world that we are trying to develop. And it is not easy. But I strongly believe that by offering whatever is good in us will certainly be projected in the future. Well,
It's not only about biometrics. It's not only about sensitive data. As you might know, our fingerprints, for example, they cannot be replaced. Our voice, our faces, whatever we do today with the technology, in many cases, is really sensitive and it's really subtle. So how can we project such values as well, not only to ourselves, not only to our society, but also to our system? Of course, with hard work, and again, by staying true to what? To what the values of technology are today. It is trust, and it's, of course, integrity. It's also being positive and also thinking that such systems will serve the good to the society. If one door closes, and believe me, as it happened to me, I'm sure that it has happened to each and every one of us. Many doors will close in front of you. Try to open new ones. Try to create your path. Try to also project yourself to whatever you do. That is why we built Cybermorphosis, which in the foundation of it stands exactly this: how to be compliant, how to follow the standards, how to protect what cannot be replaced. Well, that is something as well that cannot stop you from offering whatever you believe it's maybe one of the main values that you might have. I am strongly believing as well that in the world that we are living in, being true, being unique, it is not always going to be easy, but I absolutely think that it's going to be rewarding. So please protect what matters to you. Protect what values you have. Stay true to yourself, follow your values, and then build upon it. Nothing will stop you ever. Thank you so much.